Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Minecraft. Give me a moment here. We'll get right into it and get things going here. So, um, things may look a bit different than what you remember before. Um, as you can see, I am once again much smaller than I used to be. Um, in the past week, we were getting things ready for the official launch of the modded server here, and we managed to break it in several different ways during that week. So basically, pretty much all my progress that I had done before was gone, which is totally fine. That's what happens when you're setting up a server and all that. Um, but that being said, um, now it's a new world. I am back at the beginning again. Uh, Need to collect all the stuff that I had, or at least try to replace it, that sort of thing. As you can see, I am currently in a bit of a leaky room right now. Kind of patchwork job of, deep slate and cobblestone and sand. And the reason for that is because I had found, if I just bring up the map here, a place to build my home. So I'm going to be building it over here. It is, in fact, underwater, and that is why it has a leaky ceiling. There is a great big ocean above us. Um, but also as I continue to play, I will try to go over the different things, the new things, um, stuff like that. That's been added. Um, some of it may be, repetition of what I've said before, but I apologize if I do go over that again. I just tend to explain things as I come across it and whatnot. So if I head out here real quick, um, there we are, and give myself some vision here. So at the moment, this is what I have sectioned off to uh, to, to build my home. You know, this is just the base of it. I plan for it to go very large, um, and it's going to take a while because I'll need to get the resources to build it. I'm going to have to clear it out. I do not plan to do much of it on stream because, well, it's kind of boring, um, and I'm not going to necessarily uh, subject y'all to that. So, um, one of the things I want to do is daytime at the moment. So let me just head back this way. Um, as you can see, I have done a little bit of exploration, not too much. You know, I didn't want to, have the place fully explored by the time the server launched and everything like that. But so here, if I take a look at the map, right over here, this is the spawn point. Kind of made it a bit of a well, actually, rather than tell you about it, let me just show you. So, kind of made. Oh, I have my overlay just kind of collide this way. Because, as a dragon, I have the ability to fly. And kind of fly. It is more of an elytra gliding, but with the ability to kind of spring yourself into the air a little bit. So, over here, we kind of set up a bit of, once again, a starting home. Every time I come here, the doors are open. I don't know who keeps leaving the door open like that. Um, so again, this is the building people will start in. You've got a bit of a sleep area over here, just in case you log in at night. Um, Again, some for dragons, some for people, although I believe dragons can also use beds. Um, Pool of water here for those of us that are the sea dragons. Roof over your head to prevent rain. And then back here we have kind of a picnic area. So this is just a little bit of an area that we set up, you know, some snacks, some drinks, some actual food, you know, just plenty of stuff to make, that sort of thing. Plenty of food to be shared among whoever shows up, just to get them started. We have like water and milk just in case, you know, again, like they get dehydrated or something. And I don't know, just kind of, um, kind of a little bit of a place for people to chat and whatnot if they so choose. They have a trampoline here, things like that. Now, gotta remember that that sometimes hurts. So, we had a few people uh, stop in. You know, they they got some resources, and then they went and built their homes. So, whenever I find somebody's home, I try to mark it on my map so that I'll be able to visit at some point, or if they ever need help, I'll be able to get to their home quickly, that sort of thing. So I'm not gonna really uh, do an in-depth tour of people's homes because, well, they don't necessarily want people inside. Uh, However, I will, kind of show off uh, what they've built, just to start off with. We don't really have any artistic people or anything like that, just starting off, you build your basic stuff, you then go off and have your adventure. So, um, we've got somebody's, I guess, three-story building, two-story, something like that, right over here. Of course, made out of wood because that's the easiest thing to come by. Torches around to keep monsters at bay. And, uh, doesn't look like they have too much inside at the moment. But, maybe they just wanted their basics and then go from there. Um, Looks like it's getting dark, so we just sleep until morning again. There we go. Over this way, we have somebody else's home. Um, and the only reason why I know where these are is because you know, um, um, I was welcoming everyone when they showed up in the first place. So I kind of noticed where they wandered off to, and you know, uh, happen to notice on the map where they tend to linger, that sort of thing. We have a bunch of slabs and a guy named Carl. Interesting. Carl is an enemy, so I am going to leave him alone. I thought it might have been like a merchant or something, but according to the red dot on the map, that is definitely an enemy, and I don't necessarily want to fight an enemy. So I am, you know, a little bit larger than one block, but I can still duck under a single block. So um, just starting back out. If I go into my inventory, you can see I am 4/6 of the way through uh, the young or the newborn category, I guess. Um, and so I've got a lot of ways to go. I am getting close to needing to rehydrate here, so give me just a moment as I go here. And oh, this is actually part of his home as well. Okay, so let's give ourselves some sight here. Looks like they are going for a bit of a underwater viewport. Not sure what this is for. Looks like maybe somebody accidentally built next to some of the crops there, or I call them crops, um, because that's what I eat. Um, but okay, so we've got a bit of a beach line set up here. Looks kind of cool. Um, if anybody is ever online, maybe I will ask them if I can have a tour of their house or something. But when they're not here, I'm not gonna uh, go into their places without permission. So, um, let me see here. So, as I said, I did a little bit of exploring. I kind of had a temporary home up here for a little bit until I found the place where I'm building. Down here, we have one of those underwater temples. I believe I showed that off um, a few episodes back. And I mean, yes, the world has been remade, but the temple is the same thing. So, you know, a little bit of the land explored, a couple of villages nearby. And then I had also made a trek all the way up here because I wanted to find a warm ocean for like coral reefs and stuff like that. Wanted to see if there was something close by. I don't know why I drank that. I am in the water. So, as I had mentioned before, um, there were several things I had wished that I had in the mod pack, and one of them is this nature's compass. So, this is one of the things we added when you know, uh, when the server breaks and whatnot. We kind of took it as a time to add new stuff, fix stuff, that sort of stuff. As you do. Uh, so where we used to have, hmm, I want to say like 70 some mods, I believe we're sitting at about 150 at this point, which, of course, leads to part of the reason why everything broke. You know, some things that we added just wasn't compatible, and we couldn't fix it, so we had to restart the world. Um, so one of the things that we added was this nature's compass. What this allows you to do is you can basically search for any uh, biome that is in the game, and it will tell you where the closest one is. So, say I wanted to find an amethyst canyon. As you can see, it starts searching. The radius goes larger and larger. Amethyst Canyon seems to be a bit rare. Okay, that may have been. You know what? Let's do a different one. Oh, wait. Okay, it did find one. Apparently, the closest Amethyst Canyon is 9,413 blocks to the northeast, which, I mean, I suppose is uh, good, just because that happens to be the direction that I have already explored. That being said, of course, I am right down here, and this area that I've explored to is 3,000 distance. So I would need to go this distance another two more times in this direction to find this. So it's probably not going to happen um, unless there's some reason for me to head to that specific biome. Uh, However, what I want to do today is I want to get a few things set up, just, some of the basics that you usually do. So, I do have armor, I have found diamonds and gotten some diamond equipment, so we're all good there. Um, I want to do a bit of. Oh, interesting. Seems somebody has managed to get themselves in trouble here. So this is a wizard tower. For the magic mod that we have, you can get things from these wizard towers that will help you learn your magic and stuff. I don't know specifically what. It's been a long time since I have actually done anything for here. But I do know that these places have treasure chests up at the top of the towers here, and wizards, being wizards, like to protect their treasures. And so, if you're not careful, things explode. And looks like that may have been what happened here. So, some of the things I want to do is I'd like to make use of some of the new mods that we have added in. So the majority of what we've added in is, exploration stuff, new dimensions, new dungeons, and stuff like that. In-game bosses, that sort of thing. Those are what we've added in to, just make it fun for everyone. And some of these, the ones that we've added in, might be familiar to a lot of you. Twilight Forest is a very popular one. You go to a different dimension, you actually have quests to progress through a story-esque type thing. It's been a while since I've played it, so they may have made a lot of changes. Um, I believe we have an aether dimension. I'm not exactly sure the specifics on everything. So we have a dimension where it's up in the clouds. We have several dimensions that are somewhat akin to the nether. So you hop through the portal, you're in a entirely new area. I believe one is underground, one isn't. I don't remember the specifics because I didn't want to know the specifics because I want to be surprised when I go uh, playing in those dimensions myself. So, um, now what is over here? Wasn't I just here? Calamari? Interesting. There must have been a squid that beached itself. So, speaking of this, one of the new things we added was a mod called Aquaculture 2. It adds a ton of new fish, like these guys here, um, and fishing rods and ways to fish. So, uh, no, hold on. Let me sit in the water while I do this. So if I do aquaculture, so this is what was added by aquaculture. A couple new uh, creatures, so it looks like turtles, uh, several fishing rods that are tiered, a new ingot of some sort, Neptunium it seems, a ton of different fish, some plaques that you can put on the wall to mount fish on, um, and a bunch of stuff that you can make with the Neptunium, which seems like it's equivalent to diamond, but might have special additions to it. So, like, this improves your underwater vision. This one allows you to breathe underwater, makes you weightless underwater, so I guess you don't sink, and then increases your swim speed. So, a bunch of nifty stuff. Um, and then, of course, for the equipment as well. And I think that is part of what I want to get into uh, starting off. If I still have time, I might jump into the Twilight Forest for a little bit, see what I can do, and and do some exploring. So first off, I guess uh, diamond fishing rod is only 2 diamonds, so I may just straight out make a diamond fishing rod. Like I said, I have gotten diamonds. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Uh, and I'm just holding on to them in my backpack. So um, this is yet another thing that we've added is backpack mod. I forget what it's called off the top of my head. It's these backpacks, Traveler's Backpack. So what this mod does is it adds a backpack that you can craft. It can hold fluids. It has most of an inventory, and it has a crafting table. And apparently, like in crafting, you need to craft a sleeping bag for it, which makes me think that there is some way to actually use it to sleep. I don't know. Um, if I do this and take it off, I can hold it in my hand. Uh, Clicking, of course, opens it up, and if I shift click, I can actually place it on the ground. So, and then I can open it up like that. Shift clicking it again, picks it up. Oh, wait. Breaking it, picks it up. We have another mod that allows you to pick up all sorts of stuff, which is what happens when you shift click something. So clicking it opens up. There is a button right over here on the left side that allows you to put it on your back. Now, normally, if I were in a human, it would actually be showing on my back. But I am, once again, a dragon, and therefore it's not going to show, even if it is actually there. So, just something I have to deal with because, well, it's a character model that wasn't expected. But I do want to do some fishing. And I'm going to head back over this direction toward home because, well, might as well do the fishing at home so I have a place nearby to store things. Now, another thing we've added, as you can see, as I move around, the light changes as I go. So, a bit of dynamic lighting. It isn't actually light as far as spawning things concerns. For that, you'd actually have to place a torch on the ground. But for the purposes of you actually being able to see things in the darkness, it's basically a small radius of vision. So, just something like that is kind of nice. Once again, I am wearing my flying fish boots, so you know when you see me swimming and jumping, I do get a bit of a glide as I hop out. It also gives me a bit of extra swim speed, so that's why I'm wearing those. All right, so I think, again, I'm just going to start off with a diamond fishing rod. I didn't bring any string with me because I wasn't sure what I wanted to start off with, so I just kind of put things in my inventory that I thought I might want to do. But since I've decided on fishing, I might as well go back over here. Somewhere in here, there it is the entrance. Now, another mod that we've added in, since we had the opportunity, is a mod that changes the ground as time passes, depending on circumstances. So, like, you can see a lot of the cobblestone is mossy and in a very random pattern. So, that is an effect of the weathering mod. Basically, any cobblestone that sits in the water for too long has a chance of becoming mossy cobblestone. And that'll just spread as it goes. Of course, it seems like not all blocks are affected. Like deep slate probably isn't affected by it. But like, I think if you pour enough water on sand, like with a water bottle or a bucket, it can become mud. Uh, I don't remember the specifics. I just thought it's a little interesting that there are some extra interactions with the world. I think grassland will grow grass over time, so you'll need to cut it down a bit if that's what you want to do. I am here for string. and I need a couple diamonds. I don't have all that many diamonds, of course. Emeralds are from trading with villagers, finding them in chests, that sort of thing. I've just been stockpiling those for if I ever get a good deal from the Wandering Merchant, things like that. What am I missing? I'm missing a stick, I think. Right? Yeah, just a stick. There we are. So I'm just going to start off with one of these. I'll just go ahead and... Oh, that's full. Both of these are pretty full. Okay. I'm going to need another chest. I guess it's going to use all 4 of these, because I might as well make a double chest. Let's do that for future purposes. Okay, so I've made a fishing rod. Now there is a tackle box in here somewhere. Suppose I could just type it in. There we are. That uses a lot of iron. I guess I do have some on me, though. Just a little bit. So it was a block. What am I missing? Just a chest. Well, that means I need more wood, doesn't it? Yep, I think I'm out of wood. And it's nighttime, so I'm going to go ahead and sleep through the night. Get some wood, and we'll get this tackle box built. Because this adds new things that you can do with fishing. Just to, make things a little bit easier on you. So you don't have to rely on magical enchantments for everything. So we're going to need to go over here, and we're going to need to chop down a tree because the tree I have growing in home has not grown yet. And I know it's probably because it's low light. I do have torches in there, so it should grow at some point. But the randomness with Minecraft means that, that could be in 20 minutes, it could be in 2 minutes. And of course it always has to, you have to be in the area in order for it to be growing. And while I'm here, maybe I should just grab some more dirt to plant more trees. How many saplings did I get? Just 3? Yeah, I guess that's better than nothing. Alright, let me grab some of this dirt right here. Like 7 pieces. That should be enough. Especially since I only have, 3 saplings. I do have the makings of a portal right over here, so I will probably be doing that soon. Those guys are dangerous, so I am going to steer clear from them. There are a variety of them. I can't recall if I had seen them in previous episodes. If I have, you guys have seen it before. If not, then they're brand new. I'm not sure what they're a part of, so could just be one of the new mods that we've added. I'm not certain. All right, I'm just gonna these every couple of squares. I tend to do uh, every third spot. There we go. And now for the sapling. Let's just put a couple of these in here. Might not be lit enough for them, but no. And maybe this is too close. I don't recall. But eventually they'll grow. So, but part of the reason why I want to do some fishing is because it is my main source of food. And if I'm going to be going on a journey, I want to make sure I have plenty of food for that journey. Um, Speaking of, well, no, not speaking of. In my mind, I was speaking about it. Um, we have a what would it be? Gravestone mod, something like that. So when when you die, a little grave marker will appear, and your items will be placed inside it. So uh, you no longer have to worry about your items disappearing in 5 minutes of getting to the area that they're in. The grave marker, as I guess we did see one at the tower for somebody else. They had a little grave marker there. It may or may not had something in it. I don't know. But so what happens is it works alongside journey map. So when one of them is when a grave marker is spawned, it will actually make a waypoint um, and add it to this list of waypoints. So it'll say something like uh, so many meters, death, and then all of these other buttons. You can remove them as well. Excuse me. You can remove them as well when you no longer need them. I tend to have a lot of markers, so um, but because it puts a waypoint down, you'll be able to find your stuff pretty easily. Uh, and nobody else gets a marker, so they would just have to come across it randomly. Um, but I was trying. I got distracted. I was trying to build some. Oh right, I was building a chest to be able to finish this tackle box. There we go. So, yet another item that can be placed on the ground. You open it up, you can put in a fishing rod, and now there are several options for fishing pole. So, if I go back to this, you can see like they look like specific items. You can find them over here. So like fishing line can be used. So some string and some iron. If I go over here, I've got a piece of iron, some and 4 string. I'll just go ahead and make one of these. Um, and then I can just place it right in here. Now, when I have the fishing pole, it has that on it, and I'm not exactly sure what benefits it gives. I thought it would specify right here, but I guess not. It'll do something. I'm sure. I can't remember what. A bobber requires a nautilus shell. I don't necessarily know how to get those too easily, so I'm probably just going to skip that one. Um, and go for a hook of some sort. So, hooks have a variety of, I don't want to say enchantments, but they have abilities added to them. So, like an iron hook uh, gives, I believe that's an equivalent of like Unbreaking 1 or something like that. So, there's a 20% chance not to use their ability. The gold hooks increase your luck. So, I'm guessing it's an equivalent of Luck of the Sea. A diamond hook is a 50% chance to not use their ability, so something equivalent to Unbreaking 3, I'm guessing. You have a light hook, which you can throw farther. Not sure what benefit that is. Heavy hook to cast shorter. I guess maybe if you don't want your hook going all that far or something. I did hear a noise, and here's a goblin. Uh, because I am building my home underwater and have surrounded it by stone, this is effectively a cave. So, goblin traders spawn in caves. And this one, I'll just go ahead and exchange a bunch of stuff for iron because they double your iron, give you 50% more gold. They again, I think I went over this before. They have a variety of different things that are good. If I had a fishing rod and a book, I could enchant to lure 5, but I don't have that at the moment. I could buy a name tag, but I'm not willing to spend 24 emeralds on that. Could get a bunch of books. I double my books for that. If I didn't already have one sponge, I could buy a sponge. That'd be great. I'm going to have a lot of water to clear out of this place as it is. Uh, but yeah, sorry. I got distracted by the fact that there was a goblin here. I tried to uh, exchange with them because I tend to have a lot of raw iron on me. Um, but yeah, let me go back to this. So a heavy hook casts shorter. Again, I don't know what the benefit of that is. Um, double hook gives you a chance to catch 2 things. It doesn't specify what that chance is, but that is usually a good thing, you know? Doubling up what you catch um, means you have to fish for half as long. A redstone hook increases how long you have to reel in a fish. Okay, so you have a longer window to press the button when you get a fish on the line. A note hook plays an alert when a fish is approaching. Could be interesting. What's just to make that an iron hook and a note block? Nah, that's fine. Then a nether star hook, 50% chance to not use their ability and increases luck. So it's the equivalent of both a diamond and a gold hook. But I don't have a nether star. And it requires a diamond hook already, which is unfortunate. So I think I might just go with a double hook, which is just 8 iron nuggets. I think I have some iron nuggets somewhere in here. I have 7 of them. I'll have to break down another piece of iron. Just do this twice. There we go. Just a double hook there. Pop that in. Um, worms. I forget how to obtain worms. I think it's a compost bucket of some sort. Put stuff in here and you get a chance at getting worms or something. I don't know. I'll build one of these just to find out. Also, it seems like trees have grown. So let me harvest these real quick to get them out of the way. Alright, now the leaves should disperse on their own. Let me put some of this away. Again, I'm running out of room, so I guess we'll put stuff over here as well. I will need to go looking for some squid ink. What is this? Oh. Okay, so if leaves pile up enough, then they just stack and become like a pile of leaves, which you can walk through, I guess. Interesting. Alright, making a bucket, so I need 3 planks, 4 fences, and 1 thing of dirt. So there's the 1 dirt. Right, I don't need a crafting table, but I do need the wood that I put away. I just sit over here in the water to make sure I don't dehydrate. Just do something like that. It's 4 planks and 2 sticks. That. Alright. If I put that there, I suppose I need compost. Do I have any shears in here? I think leaves count. Or are my shears right here? There we are. I'm experiencing a slight bit of lag, so I should be careful. Let me just pick this stuff up. See how much of this is actually compostable. Interesting. Didn't know you could put a stick in like that. Alright, leaves. You know, I don't know why I'm using leaves, but it is something that I can fill. About this. Oh, this works too. Okay, cool. And then kelp. I'll just finish it up with the kelp. Alright, that's full. I assume at some point that will be used up. It's storming out at the moment, and it is night. So, Let me just sleep through the night, get rid of the storm. Oh. There we go. 8 worms. That's not so bad. Let me just gather up all this and get another bit of that going. Because I assume it's going to be 1 worm per fish. Which again is a good reason to go for the 2 for 1. Alright, let's do that and that. Don't want to use the saplings. Oh. That was rather quick. Does it not take that long? Oh, no, it is, in fact, instantaneous. Well then. I just learn more stuff as I go. If that's the case, then I just do this. Oh, I see. The reason why it wasn't is because I need an empty hand to do this. Okay, cool. Well, in that case, only 1 worm? Interesting. So we'll just do this for a moment. Put that stuff away. And then let's go up top and do some fishing. Even though I could, you know, just do some fishing down here if I wanted to. Fishing seems like it's one of those things that you want to do from the surface. So. Alright, let's see if there's anything different than just normal fishing. There's one of those big nasty guys again. Steer clear from them. Alright, so now I hear seagulls around. I don't see them though. Problem with seagulls is they tend to steal food. Alright, so if I do this, I wasn't really paying attention if I had gotten 2 from that or not. So let's just try this again. Okay, that just seemed to be a bit of a lucky fishing attempt. I had a fish appear immediately. I was a bit worried that things had gone too good. Right, it's a chance that I get 2. I forgot about that. It's not a guarantee. I see that guy kind of swimming towards me. I'm a bit worried he's going to get too close. Okay, so what is this? Sea lettuce. Okay, cool. Didn't know that you could get that. shrimp. Okay. Now, another thing I want to do, since I'm thinking about it, is I want to use some of these dragon hearts. So dragon hearts um, advance your growth rate. So like right at the moment, I am at 5 of 6. The timer isn't going down, but it looks like it is fairly close. So I think I might wait until this one extra blob is leveled up. And then I might use these dragon hearts uh, to increase my dragon age. Again, it'll make me stronger. It'll give me more things to cast, more hearts, um, possibly more armor. I don't know specifics about it. I just know that the older the dragon you are, the more benefits you get, and the less drawbacks, I believe. Um, Not certain about that one, but you know, I'd like to believe that. I'm getting a lot of stuff. So, um, this is a bit of an interesting thing. Of course, each fish is considered, um, I guess they're all the same. So, 3 and 2. And I can turn any of them into a puffer fish if I so needed to. Um, but I also thought, like, sometimes there were, like, in order to get these fish to be compatible with basic Minecraft, you could put them in your crafting table and craft them into either a salmon or a cod. But I guess that doesn't happen anymore. Or maybe it's just expanded enough that it is no longer necessary. That sort of thing. But I also noticed that this is still a little slow to begin with. Oh, we just got a double there. So, just... Okay, so we're getting Croptopia fish as well. I didn't realize Croptopia had fish. Just have a look here real quick. So Croptopia is another food mod that we have. So it adds a bunch of different seeds and plants that you can grow, and then you can use all of these things to make things like apple pie, uh, different spices, salt, olive oil, milkshakes, sandwiches, just a bunch of stuff. Like there is pizza in there somewhere. But okay, I suppose it adds some um, some stuff that you can use to make different things like anchovy pizza or fish and chips, that sort of thing. But this is a little slower than what I was expecting, so I might just go hunting for fish instead. Of course, my accuracy is horrible. Can't hit this fish for the life of me. There we go. But then I have to, circle around and pick the fish up again. And the waters are dangerous. But that being said, that does remind me that I do have other options as well. got a bit of a boost from dolphins. That's kind of cool. Alright, where's my entrance? There's it. There it is. There and around and up. So, once I'm back, let's put that away. Okay, so worms have a durability. That means that a tackle box is probably something I want to take with me when I go. And I'll just put that in my backpack for the time being. But what I came back here for is somewhere in here. There it is. I have a knife. And with a knife, and a cutting board, so 4 planks and 2 sticks. Just grab those. I put the planks in somewhere. Only 3 planks. Four planks, 2 sticks. Get ourselves a cutting board. And just make an oak cupboard counter. Alright, this is turning out to be a little more extensive than I thought it would be. That's fine though. Make a chest. Make, I need a piece of iron nugget here for a door. Alright, let's try this again. So for the door, we need that. There we go. We have a door. For the wardrobe, we need this. There we go. And we finally need a slab for this. Now, I don't know if this is any better than anything else. I just wanted something that I could put cutting board on. I may also need to use a wooden slab as a step stool here. So now this should act as a chest as well, which is good. And I should be able to just take a fish, chop it up, get 2 slices of fish. I don't know if all of these fish work that way. Doesn't seem cuttable. Okay. So that's unfortunate. And just to double check. Yeah. Okay. So what can I do with this then? Okay, I can just combine it to make food. Oh. Or I need to just put it in a crafting table and chop it up like that. There we go. Oh, but that's a different type of fish. And then this can be added to seagrass to make sushi. 1 and 1 makes 3. It's only slightly better, I think. But once I cook it, it's no longer good food for me. Alright, I guess instead, I'll just chop up some of this. basically getting 2 for 1 here. Oh, hold on. Been out of water for too long. There we go. Not sure why the goblin is following me around so much. Maybe I have something he likes. Suppose that could be. Alright, so I need to go out and find some ink. I could probably get some from these guys. Oh. Interesting. Alright, I am going to die here. There we are. Okay, slain by a giant squid. Alright, so apparently those are aggressive. I had no idea. They also apparently grab onto you. Now, right over here is right down. So, pick up my stuff. Go ahead and remove that. And we're back to this. All right. So leave those guys alone. Got it. I do need to re-equip some things. There we go. How's my armor looking? Armor's doing good. All right, leave those guys alone. We'll go for the normal squid. Hold on. Why do I have 3 wardrobes on me? I don't know. Maybe I crafted 4? Hold on. My inventory seems to be much more full than I remember. Let me put some of this away. I don't know why I have all these wardrobes, but, you know, I'll certainly make use of it. Maybe I crafted 4 at once when I wasn't paying attention to it. Alright, put that back on. And since I'm not going to use these right away, we'll put that back in there. And I suppose just some of this filled up just because of all the fishing I was doing. Okay, yeah, let's go hunting for some squid. Like these guys here. These guys I'm okay with. Well, they don't start swimming towards all those nasty things over there. Okay, so I mean, it makes sense that they drop calamari. There's some more over there, but we're getting a lot of enemies appearing all of a sudden, which is going to happen when, you know, I'm down here. I want to stay away from those guys. Oh, but, like, here's an example of what happens when you die. It puts a marker there. You can travel to it and obtain everything that you had. Then the waypoints can just come back in here, remove it. Okay. Um, this place is dangerous. Maybe this wasn't the best place to live, you know. There's one of those nasty guys right there. So here, let me just show you why these guys, I try to avoid them. So, not only do they have a nasty weapon, but they have a spinning attack. And it goes as quick as I'm able to sprint. Or sprint, swim. So, the only way to fight them is on land. And on land, they switch to throwing it. So, no matter what you decide to do, they're a difficult enemy to fight. At least for me. Ow. Who doesn't have any ranged weapons. So, what I have to do, I have to hide under a tree. And he has a lot of health, as you can see. So, I treat this guy like an Enderman. Get to a place where he can't get to, and fight him off. Or, you know, just not get them angry in the first place. Alright. So, all my plans are not going so well. I also have to remember that I am stopping a little early tonight because the normal time that I play Among Us has been moved up. So I have an hour less time to stream this. It's a scary creature indeed. But, you know, for the time being, I've figured a way to fight it. Oh, and since you're here, since I know you're gonna be wandering around the world and everything, this is where I've made my home, or started making my home, way over here in the ocean, just in case you ever decide to stop by and say hi. I'll bring it up on the map here in a moment so you can get a better look. So I am way over here. So spawn is here. I'm over here. just in case. You know, I know you like to travel and visit people, so let's see here. But yeah, I have a little less time today than I normally do because Among Us has been moved up to be an hour earlier, so uh, a little less time for me to stream Minecraft and the usual Among Us afterwards. I'll be going probably for 3 hours, but it might take a few minutes for everyone to show up. So um, we'll see how that goes. I was trying to make food. So it's that, and just any kind of fish. Do these work? These do not. These will, though. What about shrimp? Shrimp work? No. These will work. A couple of those. A couple more. Just use this. Good food, normal food. 3 and 2, I suppose. Maybe I do just leave the other fish as they are. Seems to be a way to do it, perhaps. Well, but now, then I'll be having like 700 fish in my inventory. I don't necessarily want that. Alright, not hungry quite yet. And I realize I don't necessarily know where I want to place a portal. Like, maybe I should place it near the spawn point. Is dangerous. So maybe I don't want to subject new people to that. Of course, if I make it public, then everyone will use it, and then, I may not be able to explore as much as I'd like. Um, Maybe I can put it in here. This is temporary, of course, and I'd probably have to move it if I placed it in here at some point. Um, you know what? I think I'm gonna hold off on it. Just because I don't really have a base of operations. Um, Although, fully armed, iron armored diamond equipment is pretty good, I guess, to go out adventuring in. But we'll see. We'll see. Um, in that case, though, what do I want to work on? Maybe just do some mining, I guess. Some gathering. Grab some more iron for when the goblin comes back. Swim around, find some stuff maybe. Because I think for the... about diamonds, just right here. Alright, doesn't look like there's much more that in this spot, though. So let's just pop out some iron. I'll just have a little bit of a look around, see if there's any other caves. Like maybe this would be good. Line up some of this. I do need experience. For one, because I just lost to a squid. And need to recover all of it. And also because I need to get more ability to uh, to not dehydrate when out of water. We'll gather the gold as well. So once again, Goblin will give me more for it than I can get on my own. What's this? Silver. I don't think I need any more of that. Here, we'll just grab some redstone. What is this? Onyx. I don't think I've seen this yet. It is apparently part of Epic Samurai, so give me a moment to mine it out, and we'll have a look at that in just a second. Alright, we're in a fairly safe place here. So, Epic, you say? Epic Samurai. Okay, so it looks like we have a bunch of armors that we can wear. Iron stuff. Steel. How do you make steel? In a blasting furnace? Okay, you just cook up iron to become steel. Would have thought that you might have to use coal in that process or something, but I guess. All right. How does it compare? Like leggings is 5 armor and 5 armor, and 0.5 armor toughness. Not sure what. I know a lot of things about Minecraft, but I'm not sure what armor toughness is. Silver is less protective. Wait, helmet? No. It's equivalent. Yeah, it's equivalent. Gold also is the same. Diamond is better. Still just use steel. Then we have netherite. Onyx, though, is what? Jade armor. Okay, jade is equivalent to diamond, it seems. That's cool. Onyx is also equivalent to diamond, maybe just for a different color. Aquamarine. I don't have any of that, though. So I'd probably have to find some aquamarine in order to make some of this stuff. But that was just the armor. Some ninja armor as well. Looks like a bunch of weapons, which could be interesting. 8 attack power. Diamond sword is equivalent to 7. Netherite Tetsubo for 14. Doesn't look like I can really craft those, though. Maybe I'll find it on something. Battle Mage, huh? Alright. Looks like there's a bunch of interesting stuff attached to it. But nothing I necessarily know right off the bat. Is this aquamarine, perhaps? Nope, that's jade. We'll mine some of it as well. And we'll have to take a look at that at another point. You know, that Neptune stuff that said you don't sink. I'm thinking that might be really good right now. But again, I don't know really how to do it. Oh, look, there's aquamarine right there. Nope, that was what I was standing on. Do that. Back up here. I remember to bring torches with me. I did. Let's do this. Maybe that'll make it easier to see. Because since I'm a dragon and can equip tools to my claws, I can just have pretty much anything in my hands while I do this. So having a torch in my hands while I mine is pretty nice. Granted, I am giving quite a few things up for the advantages I do get. So, like, the ability to fly is pretty good. Don't have to wait until I find an elytra to do it. We do have paragliders, which are kind of the same, but not really. There's more aquamarine too. I guess it isn't as uncommon as I thought. I just haven't been looking for it. So paragliders are kind of like, well, you know, Breath of the Wild, um, or Genshin Impact, or, you know, those kind of games. Have a bit of a glider that you can use to travel around with. Um, it's not like the elytra, but you know, it's functional. Oops, it's a functional thing. I twitched one little bit. I have to start over. Um, so, yeah, that's the advantage I have right off the bat. Of course, uh, the uh, the ability to breathe underwater, the ability to see underwater is also pretty good because that lets me do a lot of this mining in areas where nobody else can really get to. Oops. Ah. There. Um, so, I don't know. I feel like it is a good balance. Like, I get something, I lose something. It's like, I can't use a shield. That would make fighting those spear chucking things a little bit easier, I suppose. I do also get other things, like these other magical abilities that I have. So, like, I can breathe lightning. I can do whatever this thing is. I can get more experience when I am fighting things. So if I come across a spawner or something, I can uh, make some good use to it. And the more experience I have, the more powerful I become. So let me mine this real quick and I'll show you. I may have done this before already, but okay, so this is my ability screen. I have passive stuff, I have magic stuff that I activate, or I'm sorry, I have innate stuff, which these are my bonuses and penalties. I have passive stuff that I can get by spending experience levels. And then I have active stuff, which are my 4 abilities. Um, right now I have 8 levels of experience. So my Storm Breath is 2 out of 4 of its strength. Um, requires level 10, I believe, to upgrade it. So damage plus 1 at level 10. Sea Vision is 2 of 2, so that doesn't quite make sense because I'm not at level 15 yet. Or no, okay. Level 2 out of 4 I get at level 10. 2 out of 2 at level 15, so it would last twice as long. Ball of Lightning requires level 20. And then over here you can see Storm Breath again, so extra damage from that. Another 4 damage from Lightning. And another step up at level 50. So 50 levels of magic seems to be where my spells cap out. So, oops, that was the wrong ability. I had forgotten that I had switched it. Alright. Of course, at level 50, you're going to be spending a lot more levels on enchanting. So, it would do me good to find some way to get an experience farm of some sort going. Just so I can keep up the levels, or probably the better thing to do is level it up after, or re-level myself back up after I enchant stuff. That sort of thing. I know this is where I was, but I wasn't really looking around all that much, I don't think. So I don't know if there was any caves, things like this. Here's a great spot to run into these guys. nothing else around. So I'll get a bunch of that I can use to make into more food. That'll be nice. This looks like it just leads back up. Not really to the surface, but back up over here. Oh, that's probably where I went in the first place. Can see some stuff over here as well. And some drowned... Oh, what's this? Oh, copper. Right. Oh. Getting some enemies coming in. I think, though... Let me just swim back to base. Go down here. Looks like Goblin is back. Just get a bunch of experience again. And there's 15. That's what I needed for the night vision stuff to work a little bit better. I did get gold. Hold on. Come back. I have some gold that I can get from him. Go. And we'll just... For now, I'll toss pretty much most of everything in here. Oh, we'll grab necessities back out. That should be good. But I think I'm going to call that here for now. Gonna get ready for some Among Us. So at the top of the hour, gonna be switching over to that. So what I'll be doing is I'll be shutting the stream down for the moment. And then I'll be back in 20-ish minutes. And then hopefully we'll be able to get some Among Us started fairly quickly. So, sorry for the short session of Minecraft. Maybe after Among Us I'll come back to it. I don't know yet. It depends on how tired I am. But, hope you enjoyed it tonight, you know? And I guess, I'll talk to y'all next time. Well, what am I talking about? Talk to y'all next time. Talk to y'all in a half an hour, maybe? Or not, you know? Don't have to watch if you don't want to. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Have a good night.